Okay, my people, how you guys doing? I'm doing okay here. I hope you guys are doing okay. I hope life is treating you well. In spite of everything, say you they keep on trying. They keep on doing everything where you know how to do. Because we can't give up. Now we can't give up. We have to keep pushing. We have to keep trying our best, and God will do the rest. My name is Dr. Chidi, and I'm reaching you live from Toronto, Canada, and just trying to keep us all updated. And I want to thank you guys. It just keeps getting better and better every day. A lot of you give us feedbacks, and this is very, very important to us. From these feedbacks, we get to know what we're doing right, what we're not doing right, places that we should improve. Some of you call and you yab us. See, I'm not even bring this one near. So some of you call, you yab us. It's all good, because now the yabis, now that one they bring out, the good things out of us. So please make you send your yabis, send anything, anyhow that you feel. Just go ahead and do it. Don't feel that we don't listen to you. If you make a comment and we no respond immediately and no read your comment, I normally go back after the program and read your comments, and if there are suggestions there, I act upon them, because sometimes when I read your comments, it conflict with when I want to talk, because if you yab me the time when I want to talk something important, I go come they see your yabis as the so you're gonna confuse me. That's why sometimes I don't read it when I'm live on air. Alright, but having said that, I will still continue to appreciate everybody who keeps on sharing our videos, who keeps on subscribing. So I know madam increased my meat from 1 piece to 2 pieces. If you not subscribe more, I go even feed the get boroko and mangala on top of the meat when I get inside my soup, just because of your subscribing. So make you run, go click that subscription button. We be like, say, where they here somewhere around here. Make I just check out here somewhere around here. If you just click on that button, if you never clicked before, there you go, subscribe. Click on the notification bell too, and leave us a comment or a thumbs up. If you like thumbs down, no problem, but we prefer the thumbs up. Okay, yes, it is well with all of you. Today we are talking about Canada and immigration out of Nigeria. Me, okay, make we reduce this one. Say me, I be very, very realistic human being. Okay, I dey try to tell people wetin dey, how I see things. We are fighting for things to be good inside our country, Nigeria, but mean say we don't realize the situation of things out inside Nigeria. Things have gotten so bad that there used to be a time when we had a lot of people watching from Nigeria. Now you can't believe it. The population of people watching us from Nigeria has really gone down. We actually have people watching us from all over Africa, Uganda, and all of these places, Kenya, Ghana, and yes, to all of my African brothers and sisters who watch us, big ups to you. But it's getting more difficult for people to buy data and stay and watch our broadcast. That's why we're trying to cut it down to 30 minutes, so that people don't have to waste so much time being on our channel. But it's getting harder and harder to be able to do basic things in Nigeria, and that is very bad. And so If someone wants to travel outside Nigeria, someone wants to live outside Nigeria, me, I no go stop them. Read my lips. If you see way to leave Nigeria, make you comot. Make you no talk say, some people say, bad chile, why they talk like this now? Shebi you went there to run for governor, shebi Shore is running for president. So as we dey try to salvage the place, make people stay there, they die. Look, me when I dey here nko, can I compare my life, my quality of life, with the quality of life of somebody in Nigeria? I don't care. No apologies to anybody in Nigeria. No matter the billions you have in Nigeria, the quality of life in Canada, I will talk about the one where I know, is better than the quality of life in Nigeria. We're talking about quality of life. I'm not talking about your money. Yes, a lot of you make 10 times the amount of money people make here. You may not pay taxes. People pay taxes here. By the time people are done with everything, they don't have savings. People don't really have a lot of savings here. We don't have that kind of money, just to let you know. But the quality, what is your money? What use is your money when you are sick? And you are sick, but the worst thing is that you don't even know it. You're sick, but you don't know it. One day you collapse in an occasion, they go say somebody do you juju. Imagine, that's what's happening. This today you go hear member of this place died, collapse inside the people die right inside National Assembly. Can you imagine? I'm not saying that people don't die everywhere, but go and look at it. Most times when these people die, it's cardiac arrest, it is stroke. How did it get to that? They don't go for medical checkup. Which place for Nigeria? Do you see how long doctors have to work? They never even treat the people where get serious ailment. Not to talk of person where nothing they do. Literally, you believe seeing somebody walking up and down, they talk with you every day, you think that person is. A lot of people walking around in Nigeria are walking dead. I'm telling you, empty. They don't die from inside, but they don't know. There's noise pollution. Your ear has to handle all the big noise on the streets, the cars, horns blaring everywhere. If you want, just go and stand in the middle of the street or market and just record it. Just put your phone on record. Then later when you come back to your house for night where everybody dey quiet, make you play that thing where you record. You will not believe your ears what you will hear, and that is what your ear had to deal with the whole day. So you think you're okay, but as your ear is hearing that noise, your brain is being harassed because your ear normally, without you knowing, involuntarily, your ear is always saying, what is happening? Waiting be that noise. No, car, radio, no, waiting, machine, no, okada, car, no, horn, oh no, shout, get out, you. What's wrong with you? Get out of here. Who is this one? Pure water. No, this one. Unless you carry something and block your ear. And if you carry something and block your ear, you no go hear where the cameraman, come out. The next thing, they go hit you. So your ear needs to be those kind of stresses. Then you're breathing carbon monoxide coming out of every car. Because there's no catalyst in them. Nobody does emission tests in Nigeria. And the cars that carry the catalyst and come, you keep it in the mechanic, they go under your exhaust, cut out the catalyst and go and sell it as mercury. I'll be waiting. And you won't even know. Some mechanics will actually remove it for you. You say, guy waiting, say, no, that one no they work anything. And so you just pump carbon monoxide to you. If you look over cities, look over the major streets of any city in Nigeria, especially in the Hamatan, go in the evening and look up, you will see a dark cloud. You see the line, that dark cloud, they will form a line along your major road. Go to a major road in your city that there's always traffic, there's rush hour. If you look when the weather is cool in the evening, you will see the smoke that is accumulating on top of that particular spline, that spline or whatever. That will tell you how polluted things are in Nigeria. You want to talk about water? I analyzed it one day. You have problems of getting water to shower, water to drink. Did you see that viral picture of somebody It's on our channel. I think on our Facebook, on our YouTube channel, where sugarcane seller, a picture of a sugarcane seller. Do you know where this guy was washing his sugarcane? He just parked his wheelbarrow and is washing his sugarcane inside gutter. You know that the water was even green, and it's a very disturbing picture. It was taken from above. This guy was washing the sugarcane inside sewer water, sewer line, because people's gutter, people's toilet, everything don't wash inside that gutter. The water is not even moving, it's stagnant. This guy will wash his sugarcane and then spread it to sell. You know, the funny thing is that he himself, because of how his body is structured, his body has suffered those diseases, has developed resistance, he will eat that sugarcane and nothing will happen to him. Have you seen mad people? They will eat food that is decayed out of the dustbin and nothing will happen to them. It's because of the way their system has adjusted. If you eat that food, my brother, my sister, straight to hospital. That's why you suffer from typhoid. That's why you suffer from diarrhea, suffer from all kinds of illnesses. Because hunger will make you look at that sugar cane and say, oh boy, make I just carry this one whole body. You go carry the sugar cane. You just suck in every kind of disease. That's your situation in Nigeria. So sorry, I digress a little bit. And so if somebody wants to, if you see any way of getting out of this, of Nigeria, get out. Yes, we can be fighting from outside, no problem. I'm telling you, me, I'm not the kind of people I'll be doing something that is benefiting me, then I'll be busy preaching to other people, make them not do that kind. Why? If it's not good, why am I here? I'm here now because it's good. So if you get the opportunity, but do it well. Okay, I have a lot of videos on our channel that we did. I and my wife, we did about immigration. We just did that for free. We analyzed. We looked at schools in Canada that you can apply to if you want to come to Canada. I have a lot of immigration consultants here that we have verified. I used to be president of the Nigerian Canadian Association here, so I know they do 419 here. I get legitimate business, and I know some of these people. They are Nigerian lawyers here. They are Nigerian immigration consultants here, paralegal people. I can give you their numbers. You call them. It's not cheap, but even if you have to sell your land to process these things, sometimes do it. Okay, some of you, if you prefer the other hard way, I'm not hiding it here. If you can do it, you find your way to Canada as a refugee. No mind, it's not illegal. Let me tell you here, look into my eyes. Let me tell you, you come here as a refugee, it is not an illegal thing, because Nigeria is on fire right now. The economic situation, the religious situation, the political situation in Nigeria warrants everybody in Nigeria to be either a political, or economic, or a religious refugee. So if you by anyhow means where you carry enter the country, I am not teaching you something wrong. Make the government go preview my video. They will know what I'm telling you. There is no good refugee and bad refugee. Person where they run for their life, now run they run. I'm a Christian, I'm a pastor, I'm a minister, but I'm telling you something. If you took a passport where they do Oluwole passport, worker passport, and you end up in Canada, my brother, my sister, now run you, they run. Imagine if your name now John James, then in coming out you go do a passport will show you as Sarah Moses. The reason why you did it is because you don't want them to catch you at the airport. So when you reach where they reach, they say, this one no be you. Say, no be me. Why you want me to use my name to travel? No, I had to do a broker passport to escape from the. Now escape, you they escape. So you got to be wise. Open your eyes. Ask questions. Contact me after if you want. I'll direct you to people who can direct you. I don't know why it was. I know some people called me and they were asking me questions. So I said I'm going to talk about this a little bit, so you guys know that if you need to, you can. You can get out to anywhere, and then stand there to help people with the inside, while we continue to struggle to fix that place or take back our country from ourselves. That's what I wanted to talk about, immigration. But on a sad news, there's a sad news here, in the Canadian community. There was a family. There's a family that okay. Before I even talk about the family here in Canada, talking about the state of Nigeria. Talking about the state of Nigeria, you guys know that someone tweeted. There was a tweet that somebody shared. There was a tweet that somebody shared. This guy is I think it's Olufemi Awoyemi. Um, he shared a tweet. Maybe I should let you guys see that tweet. And somebody will say, Habachidi, must you talk about every single thing that happens in Nigeria? It happens with other people too now. Why must you always focus in Nigeria? I will always focus in Nigeria because it baffles me, some of the things that happen in our country. It's shocking. It's shocking because it doesn't just happen in other places like that. And we also warn you, when we are talking, we say one day it will get to this point. And when we say one day it will get to this point, it has not gotten to that point already. So when you don't do anything and then you keep not responding to what we are telling you until one day it actually happens, you can't blame us. You can't blame us for talking about it. And so somebody tweeted that their plane could not land in Lagos. They had to direct this plane to go and land somewhere else. Why did they direct this plane to go and land somewhere else, you would ask? I will show you. I will show you why they had to go and land this plane somewhere else, and then you will understand what I'm saying. Where is that thing? Okay, let me show you. Let me bring it down. So this is I'm going to show you the guy's tweet. This is on his Twitter handle, Olufemi Awoyemi, and what he says, God Almighty, at the Lagos International Airport to pick up my nephew on a Paris Lagos flight. Got a text from him that they just announced in the plane that they have landed in Cotonou because Lagos could not light up the wrong way. No one knows when the lights will come on. You see that kind of thing? Do you see what we are saying? When we are talking about no light, power, no light, we say one day you will want to land at the airport. They tell you, say they don't take light for the tarmac. That is what you're seeing right now. Lights, no day for the airport. They had to go and land somewhere else. Well, I don't blame them. After all, when they were bringing Yaradua in, they themselves switched off the light at the airport. I'm talking about planes. And that's why I look a little bit sad, because we in Canada, we got hit a lot. The plane crash that happened in Iran, that they're still trying to identify what exactly happened. The painful thing is that plane crash had a lot of people who were residents of Toronto, not just Canadians, they had 63 Canadians on that flight. But the painful thing is that a lot of them were people from Toronto. Toronto is my city. This is where we live. We love this city. We are really, really loyal to this city. Anything about this city concerns us. We are very patriotic to the city of Toronto and the country of Canada, and you cannot blame us. A city that takes care of you, a city that takes care of your family, a city that you go to the hospital and you get treatment free of charge. Why will you not be patriotic to that city? And so we mourn a lot of our citizens of Toronto who died in that plane crash in that plane crash in Iran. You see, these are some of the Toronto victims of the Iranian plane crash. It's really a painful, a sad period for us. 176 people died in that plane crash, and 63 Canadians were in that plane crash. So we sympathize with every family um, in Toronto. This guy that you're looking at now, they say there are 4 students at the University of Toronto have been identified as victims of the crash. A first year international student doing his PhD, Motaba Absanezad, was living in Toronto while studying. His close friend Poya Pollard confirmed he was among those killed. It's a very sad period for us here in Canada. There were so many other people, and I don't have their pictures now. There was another blog where they showed the pictures of these people, but that's what I'm trying to tell you, is that it's a very sad period for us here in Toronto. I talk about Nigeria a lot, but sometimes it looks like we are not talking about the people that you know live in the city where I live in, and that's not good. That's not correct. We focus also on our city here because we care about our community. That's why it just touched me that, hey, you know what, today I'm going to talk a little bit about our community here, because a lot of you watch us from Canada here, so we don't want you to think we are not familiar with what is happening in our city. You'll be amazed how much we get involved with our community right here in Canada. Yesterday I was at the police headquarters attending the black police, was it, black community consultative committee, which is directly under the Toronto chief of police, and we discuss how our community here is affected by, well, how the black community as a whole is affected by policing. These are the kind of things that we get involved in. But just still talking about that crash in Iran, this is another story that people are monitoring. It says that the families wiped out in Iran plane crash. Swedish parents and their children, students and Canadian newlyweds. So in that crash, there were some newlyweds, from here that were in that crash, and yeah, you can also go to our site, go to our website, and you read more about this story. I'm trying to scroll down to some of the pictures that are really touching. It looks like my computer is freezing, but yeah, it's opening up a little bit. So this guy, this is an entire family. These guys, they are Canadians, and an entire family were wiped out in that whole plane crash, and that was very, very sad. There's also these other newlyweds that I'm seeing now. You see some of the families that I'm showing you. They were in this tall guy and his whole family. They were wiped out in that plane crash, and if you scroll down, this whole family too were wiped out in that plane crash. And these are all Canadians. These guys, newlyweds, you know, they also died. They are from Edmonton. They just got married. I mean, they had gone to Iran to be married, and they were lost in that accident. Very, very painful. Very, very painful. But let us even bring our sorrows. Sorry, today I'm just talking about sorrows just because I started talking about Canada and immigration, and I just started, going to things that have to do with Canada. But before we end, I really wanted to tell you guys, touch on this particular story, we shared it on our website. We've shared it on our website, so you can go there and you see this story. This is a story, and let me pause here to thank one of our one of our subscribers who actually reached out to me when he saw this particular story I'm going to share. And he said, Chidi, is this true? Please, can you send us information so we can help to raise money? And this is the information he was asking me about. There's a Nigerian family who the mother was driving, and she had her friend in the car and other members of the family in the car, and they were involved in a plane, not in a plane crash this time around, in a car crash, and all the children were lost in that crash. Can you imagine, you, a mother, driving and you survive, and the three children don't make it? It's very, 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 very sad thing that happened. Very, very sad. And I really appreciate the brother who reached out to me. A lot of people have been trying to raise money for the family to assist them, but money really can't be substituted for human life. But we here in Canada, we are mourning this occurrence. It actually happened on New Year's Day, and the people that died are Brittany, Flourish, Destiny, all of them Osage. They died in a car crash on New Year's Day, and it's a sad thing here. You can go to our website or our page and read about this and other stories. That's a Nigerian mom who lost her children. It's just very, very painful. A GoFundMe page had raised 17,000 at the time of this report, but people continue to raise money to try to help this family, and that's it for us over here. I don't want to stay long these days, guys. I just wanted to throw a little light on immigration. If you need some more information, you can text me. You don't even have to call. You can text me, but you can call, and if I have the time, if you don't call me right when I'm maybe working or doing something else, I will definitely pick your call and give you any kind of assistance that I can. I am not an immigration consultant. I don't have an immigration business, but I can direct you, and I don't get paid. Nobody gives me any money. I don't get any commission, please, because our people. Somebody go just talk, say, this one is advertising a business that he makes profit out of. No, that is not what this is all about. Okay, it's just that someone reached out to me, and I say, you know what, I'm gonna talk about this, and so that's what I just talked about. Don't forget that Moele Shore will be in court on the 11th of February, 11th, 12th, and 13th of February for the hearing of his case, and Abba Jalingo will still insist that he be released, because the reason why they are holding him doesn't hold water, and he should be released. That's where we stand on Abba Jalingo. All right, guys, please, we will continue to come your way with any news that we have. And the struggle continues. We'll continue to agitate. We'll continue to oppose the whatever plans that the federal government has for the citizens of Nigeria, their programs and things that are anti progress, that are non-progressive and affect the lives of Nigerians in a very bad way. We'll continue to protest against it. We'll continue to oppose it, whatever it takes. We will fight from all angles, but none is going to be violent. We are very non-violent. We will not provoke violence, and that's the way we roll. From all of us here in the Toronto studios of Worship Media it is me saying we love you. We really, really love you. We love our people. We love everybody who is fighting this fight. And I want you guys to know that in a short time, we will gain our victory. All right, take care of yourselves. Bye bye.